Celebrate the good, because it will come. Have you ever stopped to think about the power of gratitude? This small gesture, often underestimated, has the power to transform lives. Just imagine, a simple thank you being able to completely change the way you see your story, your difficulties, and even your future. What if I told you that being thankful not only for the good, but also for the difficult moments can be the key to a new way of living? Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss any content, and leave your like, because this helps us to continue bringing messages that make a difference in people's lives. Let's go! I know it may seem like a huge challenge. After all, no one likes to go through difficulties. When we face a problem, our first reaction is usually to complain, question ourselves, or wish everything would be over as quickly as possible. But what if, instead of resisting, we learn to see each situation with a different perspective? The truth is that being thankful, even in the most complicated moments, can open doors that you never imagined existed. Think about it. How many times has something that seemed bad in the past turned out to be a blessing in disguise? A lost job that led you to a much better opportunity. A relationship that ended but taught you to love yourself more. An obstacle that made you stronger and more prepared for life. Everything, absolutely everything, can have a greater purpose, even when we can't see it at the time. But how do we do this in practice? How do we develop this mindset of gratitude, even when everything seems to be going wrong? How do we transform challenges into learning? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So, stay with me until the end, because this reflection can change the way you see life forever. When we talk about gratitude, what comes to mind? You probably think of happy moments, an expected achievement, an unexpected gift, a sincere compliment, a day that seems to have been planned down to the smallest detail to make you smile. These moments are easy to be thankful for, aren't they? But true gratitude is not limited to what is comfortable. It extends to everything we experience, including, and especially, difficulties. Because it is in them that the greatest lessons are hidden. And this is what we need to understand. Life is a great balance. There are not only good or bad days, there are experiences that, added together, build our journey. Life can be compared to a great book. If we only had pages full of joy, would this story have any depth? Difficulties shape us, challenge us, transform us. They are what teach us to see the world with different eyes. Just imagine. Have you ever gone through a difficult time and, sometime later, looked back and realized that it was a turning point in your journey? That painful experience made you grow. This happens because everything has a purpose, even if we don't understand it at the exact moment we are living it. Being grateful for what hurts seems like an absurd idea at first glance, but think about it. How many times, after an obstacle, have you realized that it made you stronger? How many times has a no saved you from making a wrong choice? How many times has a loss made you see what really matters? Life has mysterious ways of teaching us. What seems like a setback today can be a push in the right direction tomorrow. Often, what we call failure is actually a change of course to something much better. But we can only see this when we learn to look at difficulties with different eyes. Now, you may be wondering, how do I put this into practice? How can I be grateful when everything seems to be falling apart around me? The answer starts with a simple step. Breathe. Understand that pain is not eternal. Everything passes. The suffering that seems unbearable today will one day be just a memory, and what will remain will be what you learned from it. Then ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? It could be patience, resilience, faith, courage, or even the need to change something within yourself. Learning is everywhere, you just have to be willing to see it. A powerful tool for developing this mindset is to keep a gratitude journal. Every day, before going to bed, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Even if they seem small. Maybe it's a smile you received, an unexpected opportunity, or even a challenge that made you grow. Over time, this exercise reprograms your mind to find reasons to be grateful, regardless of the circumstances. And there's more. When you're going through a difficult time, try saying out loud, or mentally, the following phrase: I choose to be grateful for this, because I know that in some way it is strengthening me. It may seem artificial at first, but keep at it. Gratitude changes the way we deal with challenges, and before you know it, this practice will have become second nature. Let me tell you a real example. Have you ever heard stories of people who lost a job and, sometime later, realized that it led to a much better opportunity? Or of someone who faced a serious illness and, instead of giving up, turned their experience into a mission to help others? These stories are not rare. They are proof that even in the darkest moments there is light. And the difference between those who drown in suffering and those who find strength in adversity lies in the way they choose to see life. Gratitude doesn't erase pain. It doesn't make problems simply disappear. But it completely changes the way we react to them. And this internal change is what strengthens us, what teaches us, and what drives us to move forward with more lightness and wisdom. Life doesn't happen against you, it happens for you. Every experience we live, whether good or bad, has something to offer us. And when we learn to be grateful, we open up space to see everything with more clarity and purpose. So, I want to make you a special invitation. Tonight, before going to sleep, close your eyes and think about something that happened in your day that you can be grateful for. Even if it was a challenge, try to find a lesson within it. Make it a habit and watch how, little by little, your life begins to transform. And if this message made sense to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Let's spread this chain of gratitude and help more people see the beauty that exists, even on difficult days. I'm so glad you watched this far. If you liked the content, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel to watch all of our videos. Subscribe and don't miss the next content. Always keep vibrating the good that comes, because your interaction here is essential to keep this positive energy circulating. See you soon.